welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create this elegant and romantic makeup look. If you'd like to see how I created it step by step, then please keep watching. I first primed my eyes with the MAC paint pot in the color Painterly. Taking my Elizabeth Mott all over shadow brush, I applied this Mercier cream liner in black all over my eyelids. I then took this Morphe blending brush in M139 and just blended out the harsh line. Since I've had this cream liner for some time now, I did feel like it was a little bit on the dry side, so it's a little bit harder for me to blend in this video, but I would definitely recommend using something that was really creamy, as it makes blending out any harsh lines a little bit easier. I'm just going in with that same Elizabeth Mott brush. I don't have any product on it. I'm just using it to blend the liner upwards and smoke it out a bit. I'm applying this really pretty brown shade from the Morphe 35C palette, and I am using their G17 brush to apply this in the crease, and this is just going to soften up that black line and make applying the other colors a lot easier. I'm then taking this darker brown in the same color family and applying it to the outer corner of my eye in the crease with the same G17 brush and just building it up little by little. I keep switching between the G17 brush as well as the M139 Morphe brush, and just keep adding more and more product, and this is just going to start adding dimension to the eye. The M139 brush is really nice because it has a precise tip, so it really allows you to apply a dark color in the crease and have control over it. And then the G17 brush that I'm using here is a lot fluffier, so it blends things out a bit. I'm then taking black shadow with the 1B116 Morphe brush, which is a pencil brush, and I'm just applying that to the very outer corner of my eye and deepening up the entire look and making it a lot smokier. I'm then applying this really pretty loose eyeshadow by Terra Mineral Cosmetics in the shade Navy, and I'm doing that with a flat brush that I mixed with a little bit of the e.l.f. setting spray, and this is just really going to give a very pigmented look. So I pat that onto the eyelid starting in the center and working my way in and then out and just covering the entire eyelid in a patting motion. Using that Mercier cream liner as a base on the eyelid before using this shadow just really intensifies the look and makes it very pigmented. Had I used this eyeshadow alone, it would have been a sheer wash of color, but since we used black underneath, it just makes it look very pigmented and pop. I'm then taking this black Urban Decay eyeliner and applying it to my waterline, and this is just going to continue to intensify the makeup look. I then grabbed my Morphe C123 brush and I'm just smudging out the black liner that fell underneath my eye a little bit when I was applying it to the waterline, and this is nice because it just smokes things out on the lower lash line and brings the look together. I'm then taking this double-ended brush by Crown Brush in the number C476, and this is nice because one end is a pencil brush and then the other is a flat shader brush, and I just blended out the black liner with the pencil brush, and then I took that same pencil brush and dipped it in the blue eyeshadow and applied that right over the liner. I'm then taking the Morphe M139 brush and applying this blue eyeshadow right above where we already have the blue on the lid, and this is just going to blend things out a little bit more. I felt like there was a line from the black cream liner that we applied, so I just wanted to smoke that out by applying a little bit more eyeshadow with the blending brush. I wanted to warm up the look a bit, so I'm just taking that brown that we used earlier and the G17 brush, and I'm just applying it right above the other colors that we have on the outer corner of the eye. And when there's no more product on the brush, you just want to keep blending back and forth, and as you can see, the harsh lines start to disappear and everything looks a lot blended and smoky. Wrapping a makeup wipe around my index finger, I'm just cleaning up underneath my eye, any eyeshadow fallout, and I'm also bringing that up and cleaning up the sides of my eye in case it went out a little further than the corner of the eye, which you want to make sure that you don't do. When eyeshadow goes further out than the corner of your eye, it starts to droop your eyes. Using a makeup wipe sometimes sharpens the outer corner of your eye, and so to give it a more smoky appearance like we had prior to cleaning up, I just use my pinky finger to dab the outer corner, and that just kind of blends everything out again. I'm then taking my new favorite liquid eyeliner, which is the L'Oreal 12 Hour Infallible, the super slim liner, and I'm using that to create a little cat eye. To perfect underneath my eyes, I'm just applying my Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in the shade Custard, and I'm bringing that up onto my cheekbones as well so that that part of my face is also highlighted. I recently added this adorable little mini beauty blender to my personal kit, and I am loving it. I think it makes blending out your under eye concealer a lot easier because it is so small. It's easy to pat underneath there, and I also love it for blending concealer that I apply down the center of my nose to highlight that portion, and it's just overall a great product. I'm then taking the Morphe M438 brush and applying a little bit of translucent powder underneath my eyes to set the concealer, as well as anywhere on my face where I tend to get shiny, which is definitely the T-zone. And while I was applying this with the brush, I wanted to see how it would work with the Baby Beauty Blender, so I went ahead and dipped the sponge in the loose powder and pat it into my eyes, and I actually prefer that better than the brush. I felt like it really packed it on and will keep the concealer from moving throughout the day. Taking the Morphe 1B116 brush, which is the pencil brush, I'm applying a little more black shadow right above the cat eye. I wanted the entire look to be smoky, and I didn't want the cat eye to be separate from the smoky eye, so in order to bring it together, I did apply the black shadow right above it to smoke that out and make the whole look cohesive. Then using my current favorite contour brush, which is also by Morphe, and it is the M437 brush, and I'm using that to apply the Bahama Mama bronzing powder, and I'm just putting that onto my cheekbones and defining that a bit. I usually use MAC Give Me Sun, which has more of a orangey reddish kind of undertone, but I wanted to use this just because it has more of a grayish, kind of dark look to it, and I felt like it went with this eye look since it was very mysterious and kind of dark and sexy. So definitely wanted to use this bronzer instead of the one that I normally use. Makeup Designery, also known as Mud, and it is their number 800, and I'm just using that with the Bahama Mama bronzer and contouring down the sides of my nose a bit. To bring a little color back to my face, I'm using the Morphe C435 brush and applying MAC Coppertone onto my cheekbones, and as you can see, I'm keeping it pretty much above the bronzer. I'm not bringing it too much onto the apples of my cheeks like I typically do, because I wanted my face to be a little thinner and just more angular for this look. I'm then highlighting the inner corner of my eye with the Morphe M149 brush and this eyeshadow by Pacifica called Ethereal. And I'm just applying that to the inner corner of my eye, and I love using this brush just because it's really small and pointed, so it gives you the easiest application for this area of your eye. Off camera, I went ahead and applied false lashes, and if you'd like to see how I do that, I have an entire tutorial dedicated to that, which I will link down below in the description box for you if you'd like to check that out. And the first lip option here I'm giving you is a nude lip, which I think would be perfect for an evening out with this eye look. And I'm using the NYX lip liner in Rose Brown, as well as a lipstick by NYX in the shade Thalia, which I think is really, really pretty. And this is just a great nude lip combo. The second lip option is if you are in a bold type of mood, which I definitely was when I was doing this video. I wanted something dark and vampy, so I'm applying a lip liner by MAC in the shade Vino, and I'm just outlining my lips with that. And the lipstick that I'm using is by J.Cat. It is their Wonder Lip Paint in the shade Red Potion. And I just think the dark lips with the dark eye look super vampy and beautiful for an evening out as well. So it really just depends what you're in the mood for, but I think both lip combos definitely complement this eye well. And this is the final look. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe. I would love to share future videos with you, and I'll see you next time. Thanks so much.